friends, and welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Today we are going to be talking about the Assault Battles, the Places of Power event that launched earlier today. In this video we are going to show you what to expect from each of the tiers and how to beat them. Now, in this event you're going to be facing off against Jedi and clones with your Sith and First Order players, or Sith and First Order characters. There are 3 separate tiers to this event. Tier 1 is hard, Tier 2 is very hard, and Tier 3 is a bonus tier. Now, this event will run for 2 days, and players can purchase refresh attempts for 225 crystals, so you will get 2 chances to defeat each of these events once per day while the event is active. The team that I am running this event with is my Zader team. I have Vader Zated out with his leader ability. I also have Sidious with his Zeta ability. I don't have Maul Zated up, but the rest of my crew is running on full Omegas. As you'll also notice that I do have my First Order TIE Fighter pilot running. He is one of my stronger characters. I do like the First Order TIE Fighter pilot. He is one that I definitely farmed right off the bat. I did love the idea of him, and I saw the value in him at the time. Now, it's not someone that I use as frequently now that the TIE Fighter pilot has come out, and I have him maxed out, so he is a character that is effective, that is good, but for this event, is also not available. Because this event is against Jedi and clones, you're definitely going to want to have the characters who have the best affinity or against Jedis and or clones. If you want to run a Palpatine lead, Palpatine's Omega leader ability is Empire and Sith allies gain 32% potency and max health. Jedi and Rebel enemies have minus 32 potency and evasion. When an Empire ally inflicts a debuff during their turn, they gain 20% turn meter. Whenever a Sith ally inflicts a debuff during their turn, they recover 20% of their health. Not a bad leader ability. Also in this group, you can have Nihilus. Nihilus's leader ability against Nihilus's leader ability. Sith allies gain 60% offense and 150% health steal. Sith allies lose all protection and gain that much max health. Sith allies are immune to healing effects that aren't health stealed and can't score critical hits. Doesn't necessarily matter with Nihilus as a lead because that offense bump is awesome. His Annihilate is also pretty sweet. If he uses the Annihilate on a character, you cannot be revived, although that's not necessarily an ability that the Jedi have, so it's not a huge worry. That is kind of why I went with Sidious versus Nihilus. If you farm Nihilus, he's a great character for this event. I don't have him maxed out to level 7, so for me, he's not as effective as he could be. He is currently in the shard shop, so I would advise use what you can to farm Nihilus. He is worth it. Now, the other character you're definitely going to want in this group is the Darth Maul, or is simply Darth Maul. Now, in addition to his many amazing powers, his basic attack deals physical damage to target enemy on a finishing blow, gain 100% turn meter, and offense up for 2 turns. This attack deals double damage for Jedi. His basic attack deals double damage against the Jedi teams. That is just amazing. If you're going to use Maul in this event, or during this event, which I highly recommend you do, have Maul target the weaker Jedi. That gives him an offense up on a finishing blow, and 100% turn meter each time he kills one of the weaker Jedi. So immediately you're taking out the weaker Jedi, making it that much easier for you to beat that tier, beat that round, and it leaves the stronger, the more potent Jedi open to attack by your other team. Additionally, Maul's Whirling Blade deals damage to all enemies and inflicts daze for 2 turns. This attack deals double for Jedi. Again, a very powerful attack that is geared towards the Jedi. I just love Vader as my lead. Again, like I said, I have Vader Zetaed, and his Zeta ability is Empire and Sith allies get 30% offense and have a 50% chance to remove 20% turn meter when they damage an enemy. This turn meter removal can't be resisted while Darth Vader is alive. Enemies immediately gain damage over time for 2 turns whenever damage over time expires on them. With Sidious, with Vader, damage over time is just going to be very effective. As you can see in this video, the Jedi teams almost always have negative effects that just don't seem to go away. Other characters that you may want to consider for this event, Kylo Ren is a very, very good character. As we've seen in many videos up to this point, his basic deals physical damage to a target enemy with a 75% chance to inflict health immunity for 2 turns and 75% chance to inflict damage over time for 3 turns. So that damage over time with a Zader lead, very powerful, very effective, especially in the higher rounds against Yoda, against Kenobi. It does help quite a bit. His Lash Out, deal physical damage to all enemies and gain retribution for 2 turns. First Order allies and allies with advantage gain 25% turn meter. If you're using a First Order team, you're definitely going to want Kylo Ren with that. Nihilus speaks for himself with his awesomeness. And then finally, Dooku, in my mind, I'm still debating on whether or not he's viable or how viable Dooku really is. But he does have a stun chance. His basic hindering press, deal physical damage to target enemy with 50% chance to attack again. These attacks have a 25% chance to stun for 1 turn, a 25% chance to inflict ability block for 1 turn. Debuff chances double against Jedi. This attack can't be countered. That is again a very powerful effect against this for this event. So if you don't have Dooku, you may want to level him up. If you do have Dooku leveled up, throw him in. His Force Lightning deals special damage to target enemy with a 50% chance to shock and stun them for 1 turn, and a 50% chance to stun a random enemy. Debuff chances double against Jedi. Tomorrow I will definitely be trying out my Dooku in this event. Now, what's awesome about this as well is Dooku's Flawless Riposte. Count Dooku has a 100% counter chance. In addition, whenever he attacks outside of his turn, he deals 30% more damage, has a 25% chance to gain 45% turn meter, recovers 10% protection, and gains critical hit immunity for 1 turn. Now, if you are struggling with this event, like I did the last time, and that's totally fine, that's to be expected, especially for newer players, or if you don't have a Sith team completely worked out. It happens. We've all been there. I cannot stress enough the importance of mods. You need them. Put your best mods on your strongest characters, the characters that you're going to use. If you don't have the ability to farm the mods that you need, farm healing mods. Farm the health mods in the very first mod challenge. Get that one up. Get the best mods. Invest in your mods. Now, important to have the right mods in the right place. This will not only help you get through events like this, but it'll also help you out in the ship battles, in the galactic war, in the arena. You're going to need good mods. Now, like I said, this event runs for the next 2 days. It will repeat in the coming months. We saw it, I believe, for the first time in February, and we'll probably see it again by August. So, learn from your mistakes now. If you don't get through all 3 tiers, figure out where you slipped and focus and adjust and build a better strategy for next time. Leave a comment in the section below and tell us how far you got. Tell us what team composition you used to defeat this, or what team composition you're trying to defeat this with. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, stay nerdy.